So the big question is this: what is life like on tour when you're playing professional golf? Sometimes it's good and sometimes it's tough. That's the question, and this is the podcast that's going to give you the answer. Welcome to Tales of the Tour on Stock Shot Secrets. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Stock Shot Secrets. I have my beloved wife here as we're going through Tales of the Tour, and we are in 2010. Yeah. If you missed the last episode, it was a good one because we introduced essentially the tactics of how to build a stock shot with my introduction to
benderization.
Benderization. Actually, benderized is the
benderized.
Right. Benderized. As well as the NCAA, shooting a career low of 2,336 holes, which was amazing, and the Summer of Love
begins.
So it's now 96, and that's not 1996. It's in the town
of 96.
I wonder how they name a town 96.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe
it's kind of like I don't
it
understand
came around in
how.
1896.
I know I've said this to you 100 times. I don't understand why they call a town Gahanna, Ohio.
I don't. You have a big problem with that.
Well, it's called hell.
I get that.
Why would you? It's like naming your son Lucifer. Would you ever name your kid Lucifer?
No, but you have a big...
I got a problem with it. Got a problem with you people in Gahanna, and you need to change your name. You probably didn't even know you did it. Now you're never going to think of otherwise. So now we are 96.
We're 96, South Carolina. I stayed with a nice little couple there at their lake house.
Oh, with Bob.
Bob.
Who names their dog Bob?
Bob was a Bob, though. He was a little Jack Russell Terrier.
Yeah.
And...
They liked food.
They liked food. He liked his cigars, and that was a good time. You
know, you always talk about, we're in the season, everyone, of with Lesley and I figuring out houses. Where is the house that we've got three amazing kids that they're going to bring their kids?
Yeah.
That property that they had, I mean, it was an amazing house.
Was their forever
with
home.
A big backyard.
Yeah.
With a dock that went out to a lake. That's what I see in a piece like that. Maybe it's not.
Oh, for us?
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, I don't want to be on a lake.
I want to be on water or mountains.
Yeah, mountains. We'll have our place in
Maybe a different time we can talk about
someday.
All right, so we're in 96.
So we're in 96, and I have the cutest picture. I can't find it right here on my computer, but I can
see it in my brain.
You're sitting at the end of the dock.
Purple
you're
shirt.
Fishing. Yep.
Purple shirt.
Purple shirt. You're sitting at the end of the dock, and you're fishing, and Bob is just right next to you hanging out while you're fishing. He's cutest little dog ever.
Yeah. I don't know. What kind of dog was that?
He was a Jack Russell Terrier.
That's right.
Yeah. It was a good family. I can't recall their name.
Yeah, me either.
But they took us in. They took us under their wing, like most host families did.
Yep.
So after there, we move on to Bentonville, Arkansas.
Oh, Bentonville.
So we have a lot of pictures
Bentonville,
of Bentonville,
for those, that is home of Walmart.
Mm-hmm. It's a dry town.
Dry town. Which is fine. But it's a dry town.
Just felt like that needed to be said.
Played Lost Springs Golf Club was the course.
Yep. And we stayed with the Britons. Yeah,
and that was one of for us, it was a very emotional week.
It was a turning point. I feel like, do you think not to throw you under the bus, but how many cuts do you think you had missed
up to this point?
Yeah.
It had been a rough year.
Yeah.
I was still recovering from Q school of the following year.
Yeah, so we're not making any paychecks.
Yeah, and I mean, so we're not making paychecks. We're having fun because we got summer love going with our buddies, and we're out and I'm getting, and I guess looking back at it now too, as well as I had played at the NCAA event and doing it, there's being frank, there's some transformational period between starting to work with a new coach and learning this stock shot, and I think it's good for just listeners to know there's not lightning in a bottle. It takes time to kind of, especially to be able to stand on a fairway or a tee box and trust what you're doing, which feels like a very different pattern, right? And that's probably why. But for me, that week was really about, Lesley and I, just not to get too much in the details, but to really share, because I think you guys should know, is we sat there that night. I don't know if you remember, but we sat there on Friday night bawling.
He had missed the cut. And a lot of families, sometimes we would leave the house on Friday night after a missed cut, or Saturday morning, and we'd go to a cute we'd go explore a fun little town or go get a little cabin. But this family was like, hey, we're
gotta
actually,
go, actually.
we're leaving town this weekend. You guys are welcome to stay here.
And she made amazing of those Oreo balls.
Yes, I remember those.
We need to make those.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Oreos, but I remember those were tasty.
Yeah, they were very good.
But they were like, you guys are just, I know you missed the cut, but you're welcome to stay in our home. So we wake up Saturday morning after the missed cut, and they're...
And crying. Like crying Friday. And the reason we're crying is not because...
But we had never told the host family, like...
Never. I was not crying because I was missed a cut, right? Like, that's just part of the gig.
We just went to bed on Friday night because we're like, we cannot
it's the
pay
31st of the month and rent is due. It's Friday and rent's coming out on Monday.
We have no
and
money.
we have no money.
And had never, I mean, we never shared
any of our story. And we woke up to them.
So random.
To them basically on the kitchen counter. And literally, whether you guys want to believe it or not, but by what we would call, what Lesley and I would say, like by the grace of Jesus, like there was a check on the counter that with a note that said, for no reason, we don't know why, and they were believers too. They go, for no reason, we feel called to give you this check. And the check was like within like $20 of our rent. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like,
it was wild.
What in the world? This is crazy.
Yeah.
So... we can pay rent for another month, which was amazing.
And the apartment that we were not
living in.
Living in, but somehow. I mean, we had to keep our stuff somewhere.
Yeah, I wonder if we would have gone back in time if we should have just subletted in Arizona for like 3 months.
We absolutely should have, but having someone else sleep in my bedroom.
I would have been all right with it. But
anyway, so they give us this check. They're like, we just feel called to give you this check. And they gave us a check and that covered our rent. And then they let us stay at their house for the weekend, and they had already had plans to go off somewhere, and we stayed there. And
Bentonville was nice, though.
Bentonville was fun. Yeah.
Of course, it was good.
I remember we left there, because of course you're doing laundry at the host house, and it's like she gets back from their trip, and she texts me like on Monday or Tuesday, and she's like, you left a whole load of clothes in the dryer.
Very unlike you.
Yeah. And she's like, I want to ship them to you. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll have you ship them to my parents.
These are all my caddy clothes, so I gotta get them.
No, I remember she shipped them to my parents' house in Columbus because we would make, between tournaments or like if a miscut, we'd also possibly head back home here to Columbus and stay with family. But I remember leaving a whole load of laundry in the dryer.
Yeah.
So, but that was a very interesting weekend.
So that'd be Bentonville. So that was probably, we're probably looking at like June.
We're in June. And then we head to, Victoria, Texas for the Hooters Tour prom. The Hooters Tour. Okay, so the only...
This is the week that I fire you.
I don't think so.
Yes.
I think that was...
No, this was
Houston.
Victoria on hole 11.
Was this Onion
Creek?
No, I was wrong then. This is not Hooters Tour prom.
That might be the next year.
Okay, so this is Onion Creek.
So Onion Creek's in Austin.
My gosh.
We go to Austin.
This says Victoria, Texas. Is that anyone out there? Is that near Austin?
Yeah, I think it's, Victoria, Texas is, I think it's, we have to look. We won't open our phones, but.
Okay.
Let me just tell the story because it was very, very early.
Okay, this is Onion Creek, and this is...
So we go there.
I think I fired you.
Nope. And it wasn't really a fire, but... So
we stayed with...
I don't remember her name.
Her name was Darla. Was it Darla?
She looked like a Darla.
She looked like a Darla.
Yes.
She made dinner for us.
Yep.
Sweet as can be.
And we go out there. Course was, fairly hilly or whatever. But then it was day 2.
This club was like the old boys style club. Like they had steak night, and everyone that showed up, I think the average age was about 87.
Yeah.
Of the member at this.
This was not Hooters Tour prom though.
This was not Hooters Tour prom. Sorry,
that's not
we were wrong.
So, but anyways, this was day 2. We show up and it's hole 11. We tee off at 7:30 in the morning.
And it's hot.
It's hot. Really hot. And
I remember who you were playing with. I can see him.
And I'm like, and you just won't stop complaining. Hey guys, I hope you are enjoying this episode of the Stock Shots Secrets podcast. If you are enjoying it, be sure to like this episode. Be sure to subscribe so you can always see when they're coming out. And most importantly, if you would be so kind to be able to share this podcast with other passionate golfers who are trying to get better and build stock shots, because it grows through you sharing it. Thank you so much for tuning in. And now back to Stock Shot Secrets.
It's hot.
And
I don't
by
like the
Pia and
heat.
Lynn's orders, I need to maintain a level of DHEA, gratitude, and you feel what you focus on. And you are like a
wasn't letting you focus.
blood-sucking gnat of complaining. And it's hole 11, and I go, and I remember looking at you, and we walk down the fairway. I'll never forget. I'm walking down the fairway,
yeah.
and I go, listen, I
this
love
gonna
you
work?
to death. Is this the way today is? Like, is this the Lesley I have today? And you go, yep. And I go, you need to go. Give me the bag. Get your ass out of here.
I literally
and you go, peace.
deuces.
Call me when you're done. And then
But okay, can I just say this? It is hot.
it's so hot.
And I like when it's hot, but I want to be hot next to the pool and on the beach with a Mai Tai.
I mean, it's June
I don't
in
wanna
Austin,
be hot
Texas.
in the middle of Texas.
In June.
In the middle of Texas in June. Like
Yeah.
and
At
it's
7:30 in the
miserable.
morning.
It's miserable because it's literally 7:30 and it's
And we'd been on the road now for about 4 months
yeah.
without being home.
Yeah. It was
So
starting
it was
to wear.
understandable, sweetheart.
Yeah.
But it's, don't
It
worry,
was-
you fire me later on. Or quit, I should say.
I think it happened several times. Do you think you fired me more than I fired
No,
you?
I think that's the only time I ever fired you.
Okay.
I
fired you.
Like legit in the middle of a round, I go, hey, like let's just
Yeah.
we'll
And I do feel bad for that. I look back now, I'm like, what a little brat.
That's fine.
But it was hot, and
It
I
was
just
hot. Yeah, and I probably who knows how I was playing. I don't remember if I made the cut or not, or played good, or finished good, or whatever.
Okay, so then the next week,
Yeah,
I put my big girl panties on
where is this
and I
at?
buck up, and we're in Texarkana. This is for an Adams tour.
Oh yeah, so this is I think now I start to play better because I start to play good in that Texas swing.
Yeah.
And, I think because then we start to move more east and I start to play better. So we go to Texarkana.
And we stay with Buddy.
A lot of buds this year.
No, that was Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Bob. Who has a dog? Someone has a dog named Bud. No, it's Mel has a cat named Bud, my sister-in-law. Okay, so
Sorry.
So whatever.
Tangent. Squirrel.
Squirrel. So then we are in Texarkana staying with Buddy. And this is where this fun little relic comes in. This is a
Oh.
newspaper article from
Look at you keeping
the
newspapers.
Texarkana Gazette, Friday, July 23rd, 2010. And we have in here, this is a Adams Tour event.
Got it.
We have
There it is, bottom right.
Kyle Morris, 25 of Scottsdale, Arizona, recorded Thursday's best round with a 5 under 66. The former Seton Hall golfer is confident he can go even lower in the final 2 rounds.
Get it.
Yesterday, I hit 16 greens, but couldn't make any putts, Morris said. The difference today was I made the 6-footers that I missed yesterday. I can't control what the field does, but I know if I can play the game that I think I can play, I can take it pretty deep. Shooting 62 or 63 out here is not out of the question.
Way to go, Kyle.
And Buddy saved this for us, and I got it from Buddy and had to bring this out of the
that's
relics.
nice.
I have a lot more of these,
Yeah.
quite a few.
I did play good that week. I think I
Yeah.
got a top 3 or 4.
So that
or
was
something.
Texarkana.
Yep.
That was a
Didn't
nice
win,
weekend.
but
Yeah.
played good. Starts. The tide is starting to change.
Yeah. So then we head to Tunica.
Bumblebee Tunica?
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee Tunica. Bumblebee Tunica.
So Tunica, Mississippi is south of Memphis.
Bumblebee Tunica.
And it's like Tunica National is like, it's just like flat land.
So flat.
So flat. And you can see for 52,000 miles.
Do you remember how nice the hotel room was?
Yeah, so right next to let's lay this out. You have the flattest golf course.
This.
115 degree heat index.
It took me, this is no joke, people. I counted. It took me 4 seconds walking out of the hotel for sweat to drip off of my forehead. 4 seconds.
It's hot. So, and while you guys are playing Hooters Tour, you have to wear pants. This is the only tournament. If it's above 100 degrees
like
heat
that.
index, then you can wear shorts. So they're wearing shorts, and it's so hot. And it's I don't remember it being super humid.
So humid.
Was it? Okay. I was thinking it was a little bit drier.
No.
Maybe not. No,
it's
we're in Memphis.
Mississippi.
What am I talking about?
Damn it.
So we are in Mississippi, and this is like the Hollywood Casino Classic, I think is what it's
Yes.
called.
So we're
the
staying in a
Hollywood-
casino.
We're staying in a casino, and it was
No host families.
No host families, but we are like
Living
rich.
life. Yeah.
I mean,
They gave us a room on like the 20th floor.
yeah, But I mean, it was a beautiful hotel.
And it's Mississippi, so you basically can see to Alabama.
Yeah. And so we are with all of our other couples, and I mean, you guys are playing golf, and then we're like heading out to the casino at night, and we're like, this is sweet.
Dollar blackjack.
Yeah. I remember that was the first time you had played blackjack. Yeah. And then they gave us remember they gave us drinks.
Oh, yeah.
And we're like, oh my gosh, we got free alcohol.
Right.
Heck
We'll just pretend like we're gambling.
Yeah. Just keep it going. So we played a couple slots. I remember we had a big dinner.
That week, that was one of the weeks, I will say. There's different moments in my playing career where I'm like, man, like, do I have it? That was the week that Russell Knox, who's everyone now knows, like, which is hard because basically not every player on the PGA Tour, but there is a lot of players on the PGA Tour that like we were rolling with back in this day, like Russell Knox and Tony Finau and all these guys and blah 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 blah. But Russell Knox went that week, shot 61, 62, like 61, 62, 64, 64, won by like a bunch, and I was like, wow, like I can't do that.
Yeah,
that's really 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 good.
Yeah.
But I remember me and Kyle Moore actually having that conversation. This was, I think, the week 2 that Brett Swedberg came out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But,
Swedberg.
Yeah.
Okay. So
then we're in Bumblebee Tunica.
We're in Bumblebee Tunica. We take. Did you miss the cut? I think you missed the cut because we head up to Memphis and we went to Graceland.
Yes.
Which was really neat. Which is obviously
we'll say
the
I missed
home.
the cut because I did, but maybe I didn't.
Yeah,
but
I think.
It wasn't memorable enough to.
Yeah.
I didn't finish. Well, what memorable meeting on the golf course?
Yeah. So we toured Graceland, which was really neat. We had dinner, and we were somewhere. I think someone during the tournament was like, hey, you guys have to go to the Hollywood Cafe. So the song,
Walking in Memphis.
There's a part in the song where he says, Mural plays every Friday night at the Hollywood.
Uh-huh.
That's the line in the song. Well, they're talking about the Hollywood Cafe. So, like, you got to go to the Hollywood Cafe.
Which is so weird. And I remember being there and sitting there. And it's small. It's like the size of this room.
Well, it's just a long,
but
it's old
literally,
restaurant.
the thing was, if you remember, or at least this is the memory that's stored in my brain. It was like that restaurant, but there's like nothing
else
anywhere.
It's like on a little corner.
Not even remotely close to anything.
Yeah, it's just on a corner. It just looks like
there
an
wasn't
old
even
post
anything
office.
in Tunica. Like
there wasn't anything in Tunica.
You just there was the casino, and like that was it. But like it was interesting where it was like, hey, here's like a very famous song, and like blah blah blah, and like
you'd expect a lot to be going around.
Who who comes here?
Yeah.
Who even knows this place exists?
Mural. She played the piano there.
She's there. Obviously, people are listening.
And I remember walking in, and it's so old. And I remember the floor is like these old floorboards. I mean, the place looks like you're stepping back into like 1923 Prohibition almost. Like it's old.
Right.
And do you remember the first time we tried fried pickles? That was like their big thing on the menu was fried pickles.
You do love pickles.
Yeah.
When the kids were pregnant. The kids were pregnant.
That's weird.
When you were pregnant, Leslie would be like, "Hey, I'm just going to just drink pickle juice."
I love pickles. And our youngest has like a pickle thing.
She's the pickle queen.
She is like literally pickle queen. But yeah, that was a good tournament because we hung out with all of our little newlywed crew and gambled money we didn't have, penny slots. Yeah. And yeah, that was a good weekend.
That was awesome. Well, so now we're kind of at probably kind of at the end of middle of 2010?
I don't know. No, because you had to LaGrange, Georgia after that, which that's a little bit of a turning point.
Should we break there?
Let's break there.
All right.
LaGrange, Georgia. We'll finish up the rest of the year.
So we'll talk about LaGrange or not? We'll wait. Because that was actually I got a really good secret.
Yeah.
From
a bud.
Well, at that time, a buddy, but then ended up coming on the PGA Tour. And then him and I end up working together, which is a story in itself of like how amazing that was. But, we'll save it for next time.
Yeah, next time.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Stock Shot Secrets, Tales of the Tour with my beloved wife, Leslie. Thank you so much for coming, sweetheart. And we'll see you guys back here next time. And thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this, be sure to subscribe to all of the stuff, whether it's Stock Shot Secrets, Tales of the Tour, Inside the Room, whatever. Send it to a friend. Maybe to send it to some guy who's chugging it around on the mini tours because he probably will find some inspiration from this. So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys back here again for Stock Shot Secrets. Hey, thank you so much for listening to the latest episode of Stock Shot Secrets. I would love to invite you to Columbus to come see me and hang out with me and build a personalized plan for you and your game. If you would want more information about building your personalized plan and coming to Columbus and hanging out, just email us at info@thegolfroom.com and we will get back to you and set your visit for an epic red carpet experience at TGR in Columbus, Ohio.